Good morning, students. Students, we are doing the chapter Electric Current and Circuit, in which we discussed all the topics of the chapter. Then we discussed exercise A, B, C, and D. Today I am going to explain the questions of exercise A, in which we have to write the answers of the given question. Question number 1 is write in brief the working of an electric torch. At first, in short, we will write the structure of the torch. An electric torch has three main parts: an electric bulb, an electric cell or a combination of electric cells, and an arrangement for housing them, and a switch. These are the requirements for an electric torch. Now, the working of the torch: when we slide or press the switch of an electric torch, electricity starts flowing from the electric cells to the electric bulb. This flow is through thin metallic strips which act as the connecting wires. This flow of electric current heats up the filament of the bulb and the bulb therefore lights up. This is the simple working of an electric torch. Now, in question number 2, a student, while performing an experiment in the science laboratory, connected an electric bulb to an electric cell through an electric switch. He noticed that the bulb did not glow when the electric switch was set in its on position. Now, you have to write any two reasons for this observation. He has connected all the things like connecting wires, electric bulb, switch, and cell, but and the switch is also in its on position, but the bulb is not glowing. Now you have to write the reasons for the observation. The two reasons are: number 1, connection may be loose or unclean. In this case, the connection may be loose or unclean, or the cell may not be working. These are the two reasons. They may be the reasons for not glowing the bulb in this circuit. Now, in question number 3, the question is separate out the devices listed below into categories that usually work with either batteries or mains. Batteries only or mains only. The devices are kettle, iron press, calculator, toaster, mobile phone, washing machine, radio, transistors, computer, microwave, oven. Now the answer: the devices which work either batteries or mains, they are mobile phone, radio, transistor. The device which work on battery only, that is calculator. And the devices which work on mains, they are kettle, iron press, toaster, washing machine, computer, and microwave oven. These are the devices which work on either batteries or mains, batteries only and mains only. Now in question number 4, match the labels to the correct parts of the circuit given. One circuit is drawn and three parts are given. Provides electricity, a device for making or breaking a circuit, a device which lights up. You have to match these with the symbols. So provide electricity, it will be matched to batteries or cell. A device for making breaking a circuit, it will be matched to the switch, and device which lights up will get matched with the bulb. Now the second part of the question is this circuit will break, and if not, then what is the reason? The answer of this is this circuit will not work because the switch is in off position. In this circuit, the switch is in off position, so this circuit will not work. Now in question number 4, distinguish between the terms conductors and insulators of the electricity. Give two examples of each. Now the first: conductors, objects or materials which allow electricity to pass through them easily are called conductors of electricity. Once again students, objects or materials which allow electricity to pass through them easily are called conductors of electricity. For example, silver, copper. Insulators. Objects or materials which do not allow electricity to pass through them are called insulators. Objects or materials which do not allow electricity to pass through them are called insulators. Example, plastic or wood. So students, we have completed all the exercises of this chapter. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.